Hi, we're the Mihara family, and we're going to show you and tell you a little bit of history about how origami got started here in the States. Our family's been very proud of our contribution to the art of origami. I'm here together with my mom, Shiz Mihara, and my dad, Nobuo Mihara. My dad was one of the attorneys at Heart Mountain, and so we're happy to do this presentation for uh, the
Pilgrimage.
pilgrimage to Heart Mountain. My sister, Vicky Mihara Avery, passed away a couple of years ago. I have a picture of her here. I really wanted to include her in because this is a family event and tradition that we're happy to continue to do. So thanks, Vic, for being here this way. So I want my dad, I want you to talk a little bit about, you recall the story behind how this book came to be, and maybe talk a little bit about how the paper was created.
Well, let's
Yeah.
see now, at the very first, after World War II, uh, there was nothing about origami, paper folding, here in the United States. Just a few books in Japanese, which didn't sell at all over here because it's in a foreign language. My dad decided to create an instruction book in English so everybody over here could learn and create these different items. Now, at first, and I was over there at the manufacturers at one time, and they would get large sheets of paper, and using a wide 18-inch brush, wide brush, they would apply the color, watercolors, onto paper. Unfortunately, hand painted watercolors, once dried, comes off. And the little kids would, like I did a while ago, uh, get some of the color on themselves. Uh, the health department cautioned us that we should not do it. Therefore, we had the manufacturers start printing these with solid inks, and that's how they are today. The inks are in there very strong and tight and will not rub off like it's done in the past.
So, as well as having the books and the paper, my sister Vicky was pretty revolutionary in being the first one to actually create a VHS tape of how to do origami called Crease Relief. And this is the first one, first educational VHS that was done with origami. So that was kind of cool. And so on that note, I'm happy to continue that love of teaching and teach you how to do the flying crane. So let's begin with the color side face up, and we're going to fold it into a triangle. So you want to line up your points up here, hold it in place, pull straight down, go to the right and left. That way the paper doesn't shift on you, and it's an easier way to get an accurate triangle. Let's unfold it and rotate and fold the other triangle. So let's go ahead and line up our points. Hold it in place, pull straight down, go to the right and go to the left so that doesn't shift. And let's unfold. Now let's take it and flip it over to the back side of the paper, and let's fold it into a rectangle. So let's go ahead and do that. Line up your corner here, line up your corner here, and then pull straight down. Work from the center on out just like this. Now let's unfold it, rotate, and fold the second rectangle in the other direction. Line up that corner, line up this corner, start from the middle and work your way out. Now leave it folded in this rectangle because what's really cool is we're going to take this folded edge, I'm going to flip it over this way, hold it in your hands just like this in each corner, and then you bring your hands together, and what happens is the four corners meet at the bottom. You end up with four flaps. So now we have 2 and 2, just like this, and let's go ahead and flatten it out. You have a guideline that's here from a previous fold. We're going to use that. So that's going to take this edge here on this flap, the top flap. I'm going to bring it to the center line so that it ends up pointing in the lower direction like this, taking the other flap here and bringing that into the center. And it's important to go up to, but not across the center line like this. So think of this as an ice cream cone, and this triangle up here is your ice cream. So we're going to take the ice cream or the triangle and fold it down onto the cone just like that. Now let's unfold that, unfold the cone, and we're going to peel away the top layer of paper. And the important thing here is to leave this ice cream flat. The base of the ice cream is going to be your hinge that you see like going like this. So we're going to stretch the paper out. Again, that ice cream is flat. You stretch the paper out and you see how the sides start to come in. And that's what you want to do. Start from the bottom and work one side at a time. So let's work on the right side. And you coax the paper into place. The fold is already in the correct direction. So you're just going to refold that. And then you have to actually reverse the direction of the fold up here. So a great way to do that is to just lightly pinch it and it'll go ahead and fall into place like that. On the other side, you're going to start from the bottom, work your way up, and then let's go ahead and continue and coax the paper into place like this, and then just give it a nice fold all the way around like that. Let's turn it over and repeat. So again, make sure that that open end is facing you. You want to take this edge and bring it to the center line, just like this. Make sure you don't go over the line. And the same for this one here. You want to take that and bring that up to the center, and then just go ahead and fold that in place. And then this triangle actually folds down onto the ice cream cone just like that. So let's unfold that, unfold the cone, peel away this top layer, and keeping the ice cream flat and using this as a hinge, stretch the paper out, start from the bottom, work your way in like this, continue all the way to the top like this, and the same for the opposite side, bringing it in from the bottom and then coaxing it into place just like this. Now go ahead and give it a nice flattening all the way around. So now you have two wings up here and you've got a head and tail down here. Let's go ahead and take this one here on the left. You have two layers. Take the top layer and we're going to bring this edge to the center. Now the key here is it's important to back away and leave a little space all the way down from the center. So as you see here, I've got a little space going all the way down. It's important to not go over the center line because you're going to reverse this whole part of the model. So you want to just fold that one side, and let's flip it over to the other side and do the same so that it mirrors the back, and that you'll end up with one thin leg and one wider leg like that. And remember, you're going to make that little gap all the way down just like this. So now that we have that in place, take it from the outside and we're going to flip it over so that you're looking at this. Take this flap and bring it all the way to the top. It should meet with the wingtips up here. And then just go ahead and put that fold in place like that. Now you're going to take the top part and fold it down. This is the size of the beak. So if you want a larger beak or a shorter beak, you can kind of make that adjustment right there. So now that we have that, we're going to close it back up. So remember, we had opened it by flipping it over to the left. And now you want to go ahead and close it up and swing it over to the right like that. So your model should look like this. So now for the tail from the outside, let's peel away the top layer and bring it over to the right so that you're looking at this. Now we're going to take this point and bring it all the way to the top like that. And then closing it up by taking the flap and bringing it back over to the left like this. So now just a couple more steps. You want to reach inside the tail, this tail here. You want to pinch it between the fingers. You're not going to let go. Don't unfold this. You just want to keep it pinched. What you'll notice is that it kind of swings around like this. So you want to bring it all the way down to this point here at the base of the wing. And you want to line up that edge with that point, just like you see here. And then go ahead and fold it right here. For the head, let's pinch that and bring it out. Again, you could swing it around. So bring it out at the angle that you like to have it. And I kind of like to match this flap in here. So that just kind of makes a nice long line like that. And then you're going to reach inside and get the beak and bring it out. Oh, I'd kind of bring that out. Oh, about maybe that angle. and then put the pinch here, and then now you have your beak. So now we're done with the folding, and now it's time to fly. Take each wing in your hands, and you want to stretch the paper out. It's important to not put a fold here, so don't crease the wing open. You need to very gently stretch it open so that it opens like this. Now, you want to hold it at the base of the neck here, and hold it at the tip of the tail here. If you notice, the tail is pointing that way, so you want to pull in that direction, okay? So let's take this, make sure you have a good grip here at the base, grab the tip of the tail, and very gently pull. And there is your flying crane.
Very good.
So on behalf of the Mihara family, we want to thank you for having us and inviting us into your homes. We do hope if you come to San Francisco that you come and visit us here at the Paper Tree. This is our family business, and this is our 53rd year in business. And we're very happy to continue the tradition of origami here. Also, you can look at my, I have a free Saturday morning class through Eventbrite called Free Fold Origami Saturdays, which you can search on Eventbrite every Saturday from 10 to 11 Pacific time. And our Paper Tree website is www.paper-tree.com. Thanks again for having us. Be safe.
Bye.